Hey all, Ryan here from Planetary Lapidary, and welcome to another episode of Slabbin Sundays, where I take rocks and fossils I find on the western shore of Lake Michigan, cut them into slabs so I can use those slabs to make stuff. So this week, I actually had somebody express some interest in some perch fishing lures, and I asked him what color, and he said pink. So there's not a lot of pink that I find, so the last couple hunts I've been kind of trying to find some pink ones, to get some, tiny little lures out of. So I have these three. This one's not necessarily pink. This first one, it's just really cool. It's red and white, and it's got all this mica all over it. So I was thinking while I was making lures, maybe I'll try to get some slabs off of this, and maybe I'll get like a red and white with some silver flash in there. That would be pretty cool to have some flash on the lure. Then I have this one, which is predominantly pink. I mean, it looks like it is. Maybe it's just stained. It's got some other stuff going on, some yellow. I don't know. I'm going to just try to get some right out of the middle of this thing. I'm going to go this way, try to get some thin ones, maybe some thick ones. I don't know. And then the third one, same deal. Kind of just, pink feldspar in here and white quartz. So I'm just hoping that a lot of the white goes away and the pink stays on the inside. But I'm going to just try to get some this way on this one too, just so I can, trace out some little lure shapes then if I get some pink color. So we're going to use the high-tech 10-inch slab saw, thin centered blade. So let's get set up and we'll get slabbing. Okay, so first one, I was able to get 3 slabs. The mica kind of just was flaking off at the end. You can kind of see it a little better there, but let's see. Ooh, got a little bit of flash in that one right there, up on the top. Very cool pattern either way though, even without that flash in there. Really cool, that's just the end. Then we got first slab. These things are kind of gritty on the edges. Yeah, not much mica flash in there, but still, again, really cool pattern. A little bit more white on that side, so I probably will try to make lures out of these as long as the holes don't crack them apart. But all right, so that's the first slab. Here's the second one. Oh, that one's got some flash right in the middle, right there, just one tiny little piece. Again, very cool patterning. Just kind of like a granite, big grain granite. Oh, there's a little flasher. Not what I was hoping for, I was hoping for a couple spots of flash so that, the lure itself would just be flashing in a couple different spots, but still really cool. A little bit of darker red in that one. And then here is the end. So I would say a win, it's definitely a cool pattern, even though it doesn't have that mica flash in there, but all right, hole number 1, on to number 2. Okay, so through number 2. So as you can see, I was getting a little bit of chip out, but that's kind of what you get with this big grain granite. Like, I was trying to go as slow as I could, and it was just still chipping out no matter what. But let's see what we got. I was able to get 4 slabs. So let's see if it stayed pink. Ooh, that's really cool. I don't know if it's gonna be pink, but it might be cool. That's the end. All right, so here's the first slab. Oh, that is kind of cool. It's got that red and white contrast in there. Oh, look at that. A little darker red on that side. Ooh, and it's got schiller right here. Like if you look at it right, it's got that feldspar schiller. That's cool. Not much in the middle, but really cool still. I'll be able to get something out of that. All right, next one. Oh yeah, it's on all of them actually. That's really cool. That really deep red in there too is really cool. Yeah, right there again. Some more of that schiller from the feldspar. All around this one actually. So I might actually try to do lures out of this and try to keep a little bit of that on there to see if it, you know, shines like that under the water. Next slab. Yeah, more of the same. Really cool. That's really cool how that stayed in there. As long as I can get holes drilled in this without it breaking out, you know. Right there too, big patch. Right through the middle. That might be a good one for a lure right there actually. Look at that. Shoot, 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 shoot. Awesome. Then we got our last slab. Ooh, that one's just packed with it right there too. Look at that. Right there. Yeah, that might be a lure as well. Oof, this whole side too. So sweet. I would say that that definitely turned out. I didn't think that feldspar shine would be in there, but I'm glad it was. Because that, I think, qualifies for pink. I think, you know, that looks pink to me. And it'll shine, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, 2 for 2. Let's get on to that big one. Okay, so through that big one, I did get 4 slabs. As you can see, when you cut through this feldspar, you know, it is very crunchy, so it is hard to have it not get any, you know, blowout on you. But I'm going to use the middle of these slabs anyway, so I'm not worried. So here's the end. Let's see if this one stayed pink. Come on. I don't know if I'd call that pink or if I'd call that orange. Alright, let's see the first slab once. Oh, there it's tinting a little more into pink, but really cool pattern with the white in there. White and pink contrast. Ooh, that side too. Yeah, so this one actually turned out really good too, as long as this stuff stays together when I drill the holes. That's the main thing, but so that's a good one. Second slab. Yeah, I think that'll qualify as like a pink. Mostly pink there too. Yeah, that'll work. That's really cool actually. Kind of looks like scales. That might work really good for a lure. Alright, then we got third slab. Yeah, same thing. Oh, there's some of that schiller from the feldspar. Not too much though. This one's got a fracture. But that's a cool side right there too. White with a little bit of pink on it. And then here's our last one. Oh, and this one is the most white out of all of them. Kind of. Yeah, not bad though. I'll be able to use all of those actually. And then here's the end. Just really cool. Just I think pink feldspar and quartz in there. So I think I made my mission. I think I got some pink slabs to make some lures. So all right, if you like this video, leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some close-ups at the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.